Hey guys, Hal here coming at you with a... What's going on? What is happening? Oh, not again. Oh, shit. Guys, wake me up. Wake me up. Please, wake me up. Not again. Not again. This is God. Oh! 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 Hey guys, Hal here coming at you with another movie review. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe for more. So today we're going to be diving into the dream world, or should I say the nightmare world. We're going to be diving in with one of the most iconic horror films of all time, A Nightmare on Elm Street. So let's get to it. There's a reason why A Nightmare on Elm Street still gets under people's skin over 40 years after its release. Not only did it create an iconic slasher villain, it also redefined what horror could do. Today, we're going to be breaking down why this film became a genre landmark and what still makes it so effective. I mean, whether you've seen it once or 10 times, there's so much to talk about. So let's get to it. So, it's about a group of teenagers in a small town. They all start having the same terrifying dreams. They're all being stalked by the same figure, a scarred man with knives for fingers. What happens in those dreams begins killing them in real life, and no one believes them until it's too late. The killer is Freddy Krueger, and he doesn't just chase you, he waits until you're vulnerable, until you fall asleep. It's a simple setup, but what makes this film stand out is how it's used. I mean, the concept and originality of the plot of this film is unreal. Wes Craven took something universal, sleep, and then turned it into a source of dread. You have to sleep. You can't avoid it. That's what makes it so unsettling. Freddy isn't just a physical threat, he's a psychological threat because he attacks you when your guard is completely down. This was never just going to be another slasher. It was horror that used imagination. It created a world where the rules bend and the fear becomes personal. And one of the strongest elements here is the character of Nancy, because she is probably one of the most grounded and capable final girls in horror. Heather Langenkamp plays her with a quiet intensity. She doesn't scream away through the movie, she fights. She learns, adapts, and takes charge. That makes her feel real. Then there's Freddy, played by Robert Englund. In this first film, he's not the wisecracking villain people remember. He's mostly silent. When he does speak, it's disturbing. There's a raw, physical menace to him, and that makes him genuinely terrifying. What I love so much about this very first Nightmare on Elm Street is how the atmosphere always feels so off. It always feels like you're in a dreamlike sequence. It feels tense and unpredictable. You're never quite sure what's real or what's imagined, and it makes you feel very tense and unease with the whole situation. Scenes don't just rely on jump scares. They really feed the dread into you slowly. The sound design and the lighting makes you feel like you're stuck in the nightmare too. But I think what really stands out for me in this film is the practical effects and how they still hold up today. There's some very iconic kills in this film that pretty much why I revisit this film on a regular basis, because they're done so well. Like that iconic rotating room death scene, it's still disturbing. That awesome scene where you got Freddy stretching through the bedroom wall and all you can see is his claws and his face. That's all just done with a rubber sheet and clever lighting. No CGI. Just well-planned physical effects that feel real. And when the film bends reality, it does so in a way that keeps you watching really closely. This film left an everlasting legacy and impact. It didn't just succeed, It helped shape the direction of horror in the 1980s and beyond. It launched New Line Cinema as a serious studio. It turned Freddy Krueger into a horror icon, and it inspired an entire wave of dream-based or psychological horror. But more importantly, it proved horror could be creative, not just bloody. It mixed slasher violence with surreal terror, and that combination gave it staying power. So my final thoughts on A Nightmare on Elm Street is that it's one of the most imaginative horror films of our time. It respects the intelligence of its audience. It dares to be different, and it really does stick with you. Not every moment holds up perfectly, but what makes it great is still intact. So there you go, guys. That's been my review of 1984's Nightmare on Elm Street. Do you love this movie? You let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. Is Freddy Krueger your most iconic villain of all time? Or is he just meh? You let me know in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate all your support. And if you haven't already, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious